All right, welcome people. So, this here is a starter kit slash the kit that I use as far as wrapping any and every vehicle you can think of. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like, why are you squatting there? Why? I'm comfortable like this. But anywho, we are going to, well, I am going to show you every tool that's on this table and why I have every tool on this table and what I use it for specifically. Appreciate you. Wife giving me magnets. So if you're working by yourself, you want to use these magnets here. You know, these are basically your second hands. When you're wrapping anything by yourself, you can basically use these for your second set of hands. Slap them on one side of the vehicle while you pull and glass out whatever panel you need to. And here are my squeegees. This here is a banana buffer, and this here is a red monkey strip. So I like to use these depending on what type of material I'm using. So more so this is more so for a wet application. This is more so for a dry application. So satin, black, or any gloss that you don't want to cause a bunch of swirls and a bunch of surface swirls. You wet this up and do that. So these are my squeegees. These are my blades. I get these off Amazon, and they come straight from China, made in Japan actually, and they're black stainless steel. They're really, really dope. And you can snap them. So you always want to get blades you can snap after you're done. But these are my blades. If y'all want to look at the pack, they're on Amazon. My two favorite tools of all time are these two right here. So I use these to basically, if I'm wrapping a roof, to tuck the material inside of the black molding or trim. Any area you can just stuff this side in there, and then you just work the material in, just follow it. So these are my ultimate favorites. This one I just started using. This is more so for like curves, or not more so for curves, but for corners. You can kind of roll it around in a way. It's a weird, I will have to probably drop a video on how to use this tool, but this one's more so for corners. And this here is for doors or any surface that's too tight and you can't really get into. You just stick this along in the door and you just slowly let the material fold in between that surface area. You can use this one or you can use this one. This one I use sometimes. So yeah, these two are really good. So this is basically for a door panel that you can't really get into. You gotta pull the door all the way open. Instead of doing that, you just take this, put it right in the hinge, and literally just work it down, all the way down, and you're good. It's a really handy tool. Really, really handy for just deep corners you can't really get into. And these are just for like same, almost similar to these tools here, but more so just straight and a little bit of a curve. So I like to use these to feed all the material in certain areas before I make a cut. And here is this is what I use to cut the material. Let me give you an example. All right, I'm back. So basically this is what this is for. You want to use this to cut your material. You don't want to use a blade. Let's say you lay down a whole panel on a car and you're using your blade. It's a high chance that you're going to cut the car's paint. So with this one, you can use this and put this on the car. You can even put like some 3M tape or something on here just in case you need to use the car. That way you don't, that way you won't scratch the car or cause any surface scratches or anything in that nature. So this is what I use to cut all my material. And here are my best friends, my blades. This here is really, really handy. I use these when I lay panels down in one piece, and basically it allows you to really hold it in the middle. That way you have enough material to tuck on both sides. So I highly, highly, highly recommend. It's called a Sasser cut, Sassercut. Yeah, recommend that. This here is my blade, my quick blade for any type of trims and tight areas. And this is my go-to blade. I can put 5 blades in here, and it allows me to basically push it all the way up, and I can just pull this blade straight out and I can put it back in with no issues. Well, I don't want to go back in, but anywho, that blade's out. I'm gonna push this one all the way back out. Now I have a fresh new blade. So you put 5 of these in there, you don't have to run back and forth, like you're in a damn tennis match trying to find the blade. You just pull that one out when it's done. Brand new one right there. So these are my 3 blades that I use right here. You can find all of these on Amazon, but this one I will have to find a link to this one or put their Instagram channel. They make some really, really dope tools. And then of course you have your application glove. I like to use the Tech Wrap one. Really, really nice. They just get dirty really, really quick. So just grab a bunch of these off Amazon and you'll be good. I'll probably just put a whole bunch of links to everything that I use in that description area. So I'm gonna do that for y'all. All the tools that I have, I will slap every link on the side, and that way y'all can order the same stuff that I use. And boom, now last not least, we have 3M knifeless tape, the best stuff on the market. A lot of people don't know too much about these. There are a lot of beginners out there that put blades on people's cars and cut them all up. So this is what we use for pinstripes, inlays, all that good stuff. So you can look very closely. You see the little red line that's in the middle. It's like a fish line. You basically just pull it right here, and then you have the line, and then you just pull it real tight, and it'll make the straightest line possible. So that's 3M knifeless tape. I'm not the biggest fan of the heat gun, so I like to use a torch. But be mindful, you can't use a torch on any material. So for an example, this matte material, you see how it looks? If you use a torch with matte material, watch this. You get too close and you don't know what you're doing, you burn it that quick. So be mindful of just being real quick with it. So you don't want this to happen. When I first started using the torch, it was a lot of this going on. Don't mind them, it's my humans. And then this here is my infrared light. One of the best things on the market. This here I did get on Amazon. It is like $250. Got a screw in there swimming around right there. But it is $250. It allows you to glass out any front and back bumper. Like it's the best shit in the world. Instead of you going like this with a heat gun, getting all of those wrinkles out, going boom, 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 boom. You literally down, 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 and across glass. If you watch my latest video that I did wrapping a Mustang's bumper, you'll see how easy I literally glassed the back bumper out. So yeah. Oh, last but not least, I said it already, but anywho, you need Scotch tape for any and everything. for example, like say I'm wrapping a fender, I always mask off the light. That way I can put the blade on the actual Scotch tape without cutting into the light, the headlight. So these are basically all my tools. Give y'all another little run through. All right, here we go. So I got my 3 knives, Scotch tape, 3M, snippy snappy. And then I have these bad boys here. Yes, they are magnetic. And then my favorite 2 tools here, tucker. These are all pretty much good for tucking. I have my 2 application squeegees, banana buffer, monkey strip, blades, my magnets. I actually have 5, 6 of these, torch, infrared lamp, and of course, my favorite gloves. So this here is it. This is what you want to have for starters or advanced people, but this literally is basically all you need to wrap any vehicle there is. And make sure you also have a lot of 70% alcohol. Not 90, not 91, not 80. Needs to be 70. So I have a lot of bottles of this to clean right there. And I also have this bad boy I just got. Really good for side mirrors.
What are the best towels?
And the best towels to use for wrap material, that way you don't scratch it, I love to use the yellow microfibers. Heavier, you know, heavy duty microfiber cloths. These are the best things. Stay away from the blue ones. So I use these for everything.